Welcome back, everyone, to Napster's one take uh, Lego review. Before we jump into it today, I know there's a lot of questions. My email is just getting spammed by questions about me and my life. Um, but this isn't the My Life channel. This is the Napster Lego one take review channel, and we are in a new space. That's what I will say. We are in a new space. This is so a new this is an experiment that we're doing here. And as you can see, it's whether or not you like it or not. This is where we're at now. So let's jump into it, shall we? The set today that I will be reviewing is an exciting one. This one, if you think about the history of Star Wars, this might be if we're talking about um, comparing our knowledge of the Star Wars galaxy. This set, the Tantive Hallway, set 75387, is one of the first to ever appear in the Star Wars universe as we know it today, um, which is very exciting, and I'm very excited to jump into it uh, today. So let's do that. This set is is just a hallway. Um, Star Wars Legos have been doing some hallway stuff recently. I think this is the second set that they've done just a hallway for. The first one was the Dark Troopers one and Luke Skywalker from Mandalorian Season 2, which very exciting. I did have it, but I didn't really know what to do with it because it's it's a hallway. It was very cool though, and so I won't get into it too much, but I kind of I still use the pieces of that set today, and that's how I'll leave it. This one, in my opinion, is a little better than that one, and so let's dive into it, starting with the minifigs. Now I've kind of figured out a system for this, and so if we do this, oh, that might work a little better than seeing my my hand piggies. So on the inside of the hallway here, you can see we have two Rebel Fleet troopers. Both of them have dual face printings, but they are the same. I don't know if you can see the two. I think I did one on each. And then in the middle we have Captain Antilles from Revenge of the Sith. I know that's not what you were thinking I was gonna say, but he is in Revenge of the Sith, and I thought I'd do something a little cute there in honor of the re-release of Revenge of the Sith, which I did see, and I know a lot of you might be like, oh, I saw you have a helmet, you have a Phase 2 Trooper helmet. Did you bring that? I did, and my girlfriend had a Jabba, or not, excuse me, a Jar Jar Binks mask, and they kicked us out. And there's enough on that there. So let's move on to our Imperial troopers. So those are our Rebel Fleet troopers, and let's dive into our Empire, because you notice there's a theme. There's a theme back here with Empire. So let's go into it. And before I say anything else, I know you're saying, hey, I like Vader, but I don't like him like that, because I'm just seeing his backside right now, and you'll find out why later. But let's see the two stormtroopers that we have. They come with the standard blaster, and I do like these new Imperial stormtroopers, just because of their chest piece. It's very, you can see it. It looks like armor, and the past ones also look like armor, but they've been kind of adjusting how certain things look, and the the printing on the torso for the stormtroopers, the newest ones, I am a fan of. I'll put that on record. I'll stamp that, mark it done, send it. That's a little shipping joke for my girlfriend. Um, and so the last minifig that this set comes with is, and you know what? It's if you know, you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you see him right there on top, that is Fives from the Clone Wars. Now, if you're the 9 movie buff but you don't know anything else, you're not gonna understand the reference. So I would do some research on that before buying the set. If you're not gonna buy it and you're just like, who's Fives? Maybe one of the most beautiful characters that has been created, with an arc that is tragically beautiful. Anyways, there is some controversy over this minifig. I have heard through the wind of Lego reviews. Some people are complaining about the minifig. I just think it's cool, honestly. Like, I remember, back in the day, so I know some of you are like, oh, here he goes about his 1826 stories again. But people just used to have to make custom troops, they get a Sharpie out, I attempted it once as a child, and I don't have that minifig anymore, so that's how terrible that was. But I gotta say, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. There are some things like the waist cape. It's just printed. It's not a cloth piece anymore that they used to do. The cloth pieces were fun, but I get what they're trying to do with it. Yeah, not much to say about that. But what I do love is if you take off his helmet, and I don't know if you can. Oh yeah, probably not. But if you saw a little birthmark at about this part, that's his tattoo. That is just the letter 5, because his name is CT5555. Anyways, enough about Fives. He got enough screen time in the TV shows. We don't need to go into that too much. So let's get into the set more. We're at 8 minutes now, and I'm having a blast. I don't know about you guys. I'm having a blast right now. So the main mechanic for this set is this very clean. You'll see this. Just look straight in the middle there. Look straight in the middle for me, if you wouldn't mind. If you can see Darth Vader there, yeah, there we go. So this door mechanic, you can also see on the back here. It's just a flip. It's a very smooth mechanic, and then it's got some kind of yellow red around it, kind of like they blasted it open in the first scene. And that's really it for that one. But I gotta say, it's pretty cool. It's because if you remember the last ARC Trooper, it had the elevator, which I think this is an upgraded version to the elevator. And then it even comes with. I know some of you out there got some dark some dark sides to you, and so let's just recreate a little moment that we all know, and you can do this. So let's just see right here. Look at this. And you're saying, whoa, I didn't know you could. I didn't know you could use the Force in Star Wars. But you can. All it takes is a clear cylindrical piece that comes with the set. And if you can see, Darth Vader is just really he's gonna kill him. Which is a sad ending. One of the most underrated death scenes, because Captain Antilles has really been he's a captain in the rebellion. There's so many ranks you got to go through. I'm just assuming he had to jump through some hoops. Maybe he had a family in the rebellion that kind of helped him. Because if you know, he helps Bail Organa. Yeah. It's a good set. It's a beautiful set. And it's still out now. And what's easy about it is you can do a number of things with it. You can just display it like that. You just put it somewhere, have it displayed. It's the Tantive Hallway, one of the most iconic scenes from any Star Wars. Or you could use it as like an interior base. You know, that's what I do sometimes. And there's also a little part. There's a little part to it that I'm gonna add on if you are lucky enough to have received 2 of these bad boys. I know where you're going. You're going, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do now? This is insane. I've never seen anything like this in a Napster review. You can build a larger Tantive Hallway. Now, I was a little hesitant to do this because I didn't want anyone behind the screen to go, "Oh, that Napster." You got a long ass hallway. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I gotta say, final thoughts. The Rebel Fleet Troopers and the Stormtroopers were the first minifigs that I ever got when I was a child. It was in a battle pack. If you know, you know. Stormtrooper Rebel battle pack. I think they just remade it, but I got I had the OG one, and it was the funnest thing that I ever had when I was a kid. And that's what sparked it. And so maybe I'm a little bit biased with this because you get Rebels, Stormtroopers, Vader. I'm a little biased, but this is a good one. I like, and I'm serious. I'm not. Pause on the bits. Pause on the bits. You don't have to get it. You don't have to get it. But look how freaking cool it is. You know, it's just a little one too. It's not like if you had it, no one's gonna be like, oh, you know, this guy's into Legos. You know, you get a. I know. I know what the kids are doing nowadays. You know, it's all about being cool. Which you know they like to send me emails about. But this is cool. This is cool. Anyways, welcome to Season 2, the official premiere of Season 2, Life Season 2 of Napster's Lego One Take Reviews. Have a good rest of your lunch. And if you weren't eating lunch while watching this, I have nothing. I've nothing to say to you. Yeah, I think that went rather well.